to the MTA, and we're going to do it until you make the real changes that people in New York want to see. Now, we have a mask ban bill. We've been calling for a mask ban on the subway. I don't know if you've seen when they're calling these Hamas supporters on the subway, calling out for Jews to hunt down on the subway. That's not a safe space. I don't know if you've seen the videos of people being pushed in front of trains, lit on fire. There's Jano Lieber, the head of the MTA, and the Hochul are sitting on the subway patting themselves on the back, saying they're the kid that did the homework. Well, I would give them an F- considering what the subway looks like today. I didn't grow up having to look over my shoulder when I got on the train. Now, you wanna carry when you go on the train.
Yeah, you know what, Assemblyman, it's nice that you got elected up there in the 15th. How do we turn that around to Manhattan? No, we're all trying to come up with, because there's a mayoral race coming up, and no disrespect to Mayor Adams and Andrew Cuomo, who I know 100 years, and people get mad if I say something nice about Andrew Cuomo, although he came up with congestion pricing, and I know he came up with bail reform and all of that. However, he's a political animal. That's going to happen. But the Democrats, and I got my buddy Curtis Sliwa going in, Frankie Morano, Staten Island, trying to get on the city council. And I talked to Mr. Sliwa about this. How do you tell people stop being so out of it? And I did this once. So you know what, Jake? I'm an old blue dog Democrat, man. So I used to blindly vote before I got on the radio and I saw the light. I applaud you as a young man for seeing the light early on. How do you turn it around in, let's say, Manhattan?
I think we just need to really start seeing people stand up and become a part of the process on our side. Unfortunately, the reality is in the city, a lot of these guys who are elected, who make our lives miserable every single day, who raise taxes, who create programs like this, they're running against nobody. Yes. They're running with 1% of the electorate electing them in a primary, and then they move forward because they have no race set. So it's really sad to see we basically have an unelected or very lightly elected body, some of the lowest rates of election turnout in history. Why would you show up for an election that you know the outcome to already? So we need to really create a fair and free system. The Dems are always saying they want to, so long as they don't have competition.